The first one is, ever since Elon Musk launched his that vehicle, I know many of you have an opinion. Some feel it's very cartoonish, some feel it's very futuristic, some feel that, oh, he made a mistake. And some people say, no, he didn't make a mistake. I personally think it was not a mistake. He is a very smart, intelligent guy. The glass didn't break by mistake. It was to get free publicity, because when you make a mistake, your haters do much more public work for you than if you succeed. So anyway, so UAE fanatics, there are a lot of people in the UAE. Like I told you, UAE has money. They were very enthusiastic to get this new Tesla vehicle, and so they have placed a pre-order. Well, the only thing here is the pre-order is, I think, only $100, and it's confirmed. But $100 anyone can pre-order, and many of them were showing the email, oh, I pre-ordered this for $100. $100 anyone can pre-order. You buy the actual thing and then show off. So anyway, it seems that Dubai police has also purchased one of these vehicles, and it proves to be very good publicity, because all their fleet of expensive cars which they have purchased gives them plenty of mileage. But now it's becoming an old story. Nobody is so interested. Abu Dhabi also jumped on the bandwagon of having a Rolls Royce and Bugatti and showing that Abu Dhabi is also buying expensive cars. But now, people are no longer interested. It's old news. Anyway, speaking about news and UAE always is famous about this. See, I always tell you that how media is controlled and how they play with the message, and many of the haters are like, Loy, you're just a hater. Well, let me speak to you about this news. UAE in Gulf news, the news is Dubai Airshow wraps up with a $554 billion in deal. Okay, sorry, 54 billion. Yeah, $54.5 billion in deals, not 550. Okay, so in this article it says that Emirates Airlines and Air Arabia alone accounted for the majority, with 38.8 billion in deals, and Emirates Airlines stealing the show. See the words, stealing the show, with orders worth 24.8 billion and Air Arabia 14 billion. Okay. So in this news, if you didn't know anything and I were to, share this news with you, you'll be like, wow, Emirates Airlines is doing very well. Etihad is doing very well. Sorry, Air Arabia is doing very well. And in other words, UAE is doing very well. Okay. So this is what the UAE based media is telling you. And if you check Khaleej Times, it says, Emirates announces $16 billion orders of 50 Airbus planes in Dubai Airshow. Wow. So they are trying to show amazing. UAE still has power. Emirates Airlines still has power. In fact, when I read this news, I was like wondering, from where are they getting this kind of money? Especially in the downturn, especially when Dubai is going to a cash crunch. Because if you're based in Dubai, you will know the truth. Okay? And I know what is happening in the market. I keep myself alert and active with people who are actually working there. So I was like, what is the real news then? That is why Forbes.com, they came out with this heading. Now the heading states, the truth is that Emirates net cancelled $20 billion of aircrafts commitments at Dubai Airshow. So I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Why are they saying that Emirates Airlines cancelled $20 billion? Here it says they ordered 16 billion or, 24 billion. So if you read the article, in a nutshell, what it says is this year's Dubai Airshow was mainly a PR demo to show that UAE is still very strong. The reality is Emirates, it had first ordered, let's say, for example, I'm just giving rough, it had ordered 50 billion worth of aircrafts. Okay, it had ordered some memorandum of understanding, yes. It had made the announcement before. However, at this air show, they cancelled that 50 billion and they said, we'll not take the 50 billion and we'll not take this big wide body aircraft. We'll take smaller aircrafts and we'll take a lesser amount. So instead of 50 billion of big aircrafts, we'll take 20 million of small aircrafts. So technically, they have signed a 20 billion. Technically, yes, they have ordered new aircrafts, but They cancelled the previous announcement for which they got this big fanfare. They cancelled the previous order. And the article states, to summarize, the headlines appear to shout out that Emirates Airlines is ordering a large order. However, if you look at the actual details, it represents a net reduction of 20 billion of actual orders from the previous announcements. So the point which I'm trying to tell you is, I'm not saying that UAE is bad or UAE media is bad. All I'm trying to make you aware is, whenever you hear any news, cross-check the other news from other countries, from other publications, and you'll get a balanced truth. Don't fall for the hype. I remember why I'm telling you this is because I got this guy from Africa who he obviously wanted free advice, which I'm not going to give. He's like, you're bro, and they're bro, I want to go to UAE to improve my life. I'm poor and this and that. I was like, go to UAE. He's like, I just wanted to confirm, how is the hotel industry? I said, it's very difficult. It's tough. So he said, no, what do you mean by that? I read in the news. Then he shares with me a news, not news, from Google, a screenshot. I don't know where I kept it. In that it's written, the average salary of a hotelier, a guy who works in a hotel, the average salary is 23,000 dirhams per month. 23,000 dirhams for a hotel, a guy who works in a hotel. You can imagine that the chap who's working in Africa in a hotel, maybe he's getting like $200, $300. All of a sudden he reads this news where people are getting like $8,000, $6,000 or $7,000. Where is 300 and where is like $6,000? And he's like, I want to come to Dubai and earn, like 200% more. So please, my request to you is, don't fall for bullshit news. Look at both sides of the story and have your own judgment formed. So let me know, what do you think? Because this is a news that is actually, 3 different publications, 3 different headlines, 3 different perspectives giving you of the same incident. In fact, if you see CNBC, it says here, Dubai Airshow, only 2 jets sold. It's with paltry sales. And here they gave the wonderful stats. I made it a graph. In 2013, Dubai Airshow had generated 192 billion in 2013. In 2015, it was 37 billion. So 192 billion. 2015, 37 billion. 2017, 15 billion. And 2019, 585 million. So from 192 billion, 37, 15, and 0.585. So you can see the decline in sales. So, well, form your own opinion. In fact, the only worthwhile honest news that I found out was with Etihad Airways. ArabianBusiness.com reported, Etihad Group CEO Tony Douglas said that Etihad Aviation Group has still a long way to go before making a profit. Because it's very simple. If you had followed them or you read the news of what has been happening, this Abu Dhabi run carrier, which wanted to show pride and ego like Dubai's Emirates Airlines, they went into loss of billions. They tried from 2017, tried reducing costs. They dropped unprofitable routes. They cut jobs. They cut plane orders. Still, they saw losses for 3 years consecutively, and even now. One of the main reasons was they had preferential salaries for different nationalities. Emiratis were paid the highest, whites were paid second highest, Asians were paid the lowest. When you have all such unprofessional stuff, end of the day, you're going to eat dust. So this is what is happening. And even Emirates is still struggling. See, the only reason why Emirates is successful is because it's piggybacking on Dubai being a hub, and it has support from the UAE government, okay? But the day Dubai no longer is a hub, which is happening now that the GCC countries are no longer united, Doha is trying to compete with Dubai, they're going to find it hard. That is why with all the fanfare that they launched Maktoum Airport and they give this prediction, more than 200 million people will come every single day in the airport. It's reducing. I don't know, is it 85 million or it's even lesser than that?